What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. After opening the Blastoise VMAX collection box, I wanted to see if I could build a deck that centered around Blastoise VMAX and its G-Max Bombard attack. So we built the deck on stream and played some fun games with it. Let's check it out. Blastoise VMAX has 330 HP and 2 attacks. Grand Falls does 120 damage for 3 water energy and allows you to search your deck for up to 3 water energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. This is great for powering up a backup Blastoise. And then G-Max Bombard does 220 damage for 4 water energy, great for knocking out Zashi and V, and it also does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so you get to spread and set up knockouts on your opponent's bench. And you can boost that damage even further with Telescopic Sight, which increases the damage you deal to your opponent's bench Pokemon V and bench Pokemon GX by 30, so you're going to be dealing 60 damage to bench Crobat V's, Dedenne-GX's, Arceus Dialga and Palkia GX, and so on and so forth. And that's great numbers because 60 damage is a 3-hit KO on Dedenne-GX and Crobat V, which are very popular bench sitters. So we've got some nice spread damage with the Blastoise VMAX and some 1-hit KO potential on Pokemon V with that G-Max Bombard attack. We can power up Blastoise with Frosmoth and the Ice Dance ability, which allows you to attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench water Pokemon as often as you like during your turn. And then we also play plenty of switch outs in the deck. We've got 4 copies of Switch and 1 Escape Rope. You could play a copy of Air Balloon as well, but I think the day I was playing this deck, I was running into lots of Tool Jammers, so I decided to cut the Air Balloons. But Blastoise does have a retreat cost of 3, so I found that the switches are very good. But you could definitely cut a switch or 2 for a couple copies of Air Balloon, as Air Balloon does go very good on your Frosmoth to give it free retreat so that you can always accelerate energy to your bench Pokemon. Level Ball is fantastic with Frosmoth as it allows you to easily get the Moth into play on the second turn of the game for Pokemon Communication to make sure that we have plenty of outs to get our Blastoise VMAX and 4 copies of Quick Ball. We also play Phione in the deck so that we can use Whirlpool Suction to push our opponent's active Pokemon out of the active spot so that then we can use G-Max Bombard to hit a different target and then maybe spread damage to whoever we want on the bench. And then Keldeo-GX is amazing for its Resolute Blade GX attack, which does 50 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Great for knocking out Eternatus VMAX if they have 7 bench Pokemon. You can deal 350 damage, take a clean 1-hit knockout against Eternatus. So that's the Blastoise VMAX deck. It's not the most consistent deck in the world, but it was a lot of fun to play. So check out the gameplay ahead and let me know, what do you think of Blastoise VMAX in the comments below. Yo, what's up, Kevin? How you doing? The best part about playing Blastoise is that there's no Pikarom out here right now. Just no Pikarom. We've got a broken opening hands, chats. The level balls are so good for Frosmoth decks. They love it. Let's go. Scorch. Let's go, chats. Got this one in the bag. Now, I've been known to lose to a fire deck with my Frosmoth deck. Sometimes, you know, sometimes things don't go as planned. But I think with our tweaks, the list is in a better spot now than our first list. This list is in a great spot right now. It's exactly where we want it. For surely. Look at that insane Blastoise. Just look how you guys want to hit the Escape Rope and knock out this Scorch. We don't even need Escape Rope. I could Phione. You guys want to hit the Phione and knock out the Scorch this turn? I think you're almost done, bud. Oh yeah, let's go. So we're gonna escape rope. Oh yeah, you're gonna be hurting here, my man. I'm attached to this one. Okay. Quick ball. Crobat. Here we go. Gonna need a Moth. Come on. Sure. Couple more energy. A Moth and 2 energy. Alrighty then. Got the Pokemon Communication for the Moth. And 1 energy. Here we are. Quick Ball. I have already used Crobat, so I have to data change. Okay. Ice Dance. Data change. Let's go. Another Blastoise. Ice Dance. Retreat. And we'll give him the old Grand Falls for knockouts. Broken deck. 3 energy on my bench. Blastoise V. And we're chilling, man. Look at all that energy in play. Turn 2. Wow. Completely set up. Ready to G-Max bombard. What are you going to do now, Fire Deck? Yes. Can you blame them? Can you blame them, chat? I go out on my own terms. Yes. Yeah. You got to give them respect for going out on their own terms. That's for sure. I will say that there are a ripe amount of Fire Decks out there. Yo, thank you so much. Make me feel good for those 200 bits. No one makes me bleed my own blood. All right, we're playing against some spicy, maybe Corviknight deck or something like that. Okay, we'll get rid of the boss, go get ourselves Blastoise V. And since I got the Frosmoth already, we're just going to hang tight. And see, I might not be able to play the Venusaur deck today. Do you see how many Fire Decks on the ladder? I mean, it's rough out here. The new Snom has got a retreat of 2, Dustin. The new Snom, the single retreat is big. In Frosmoth decks, you retreat Snom all the time. It's just what it do. I think it's Bronzor ADP. Yesterday we played against a Bronzor ADP deck. That was stressful. I will say that the new Snom is cuter than this Snom, as if it was possible to be more cute than a perfect little Snom. But the new Snom has a better attack. But at the cost of a 2 retreat, you retreat Snom way too much for that to be a thing. It is Bronzong ADP. Okay. That weirdo says Andrew's the greatest Pokemon player ever. He can win any games he wants to, but sometimes he lets other people win just so they can have fun. I'm glad that that's the way you look at things, weirdo. That's right. Yeah, I'm just making sure everyone down here is having a good time. That's it. That's all. Surely it has nothing to do with the fact that Blastoise VMAX is ready to go, chat. There we go. Crobat. Let's draw some cards. Welp, that is surely quite the draw. Okay. So That's cool. We'll switch there and just research this. That's fine. Nothing like 3 switches, just straight to the bit. Okay, all right. That's fine. Yeah, nothing like playing a Frosmoth deck. Okay, we're chilling out here. So we'll just Ice Dance over to this guy. And it looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Retreat that bad boy. And we're going to GMAX Bombard. And I get to deal bonus damage to you boys. We're going to do damage to that. And I guess damage to that too. Yeah, that seems good. Skadoosh. And I think we just don't lose this game. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, they haven't even altered Creation GX'd yet. I've got, like, no liabilities on my bench. It's a flawless game state. We're using GMAX Bombard turn 2. One more attack, and I knock out the ADP. You know, thank you so much, D. Jones, for the Tier 1 sub. And the 2 years. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much, D. Jones, for that continued support. Yeah, Blastoise VMAX out. Not even weak to metal, right? Unlike Blastoise's good friend Darmanitan, Galarian Darmanitan VMAX, unfortunate weakness to metal. You can never really beat Zacian decks with Galarian Darmanitan VMAX, but Blastoise VMAX can get the gnarly dubs against Zacian ADP. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we've got Dedenne. They need a water energy. They've got 3 saucers and 4 switch in the discard pile, and they're playing Ball Guy. I love that. I mean, that's just great. Love to see a Ball Guy in the opponent's deck. They could get Cherish Ball. They could get Great Ball. They could get Quick Ball. They've got the water energy. I've got a boss's orders in my discard pile. So, yeah, I'm dealing, what, 60 damage to this thing on the bench? That's perfect math. I could bring up this Zacian. You know, thank you so much, Healywer, for that Prime sub. Let's go in the 7 months. So, yeah, I'm thinking I might even see an Ultimate Ray right here. Which is actually kind of sketchy. If we do see an Ultimate Ray. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to forego the whole altered creation thing. I think that makes sense, considering that they don't have the energy that they need in play. But they have 3 saucer in the discard pile, so I am just going to use Eldegoss and grab boss's orders. And we're going to boss up this Zacian over here. And I'll attach this energy to my benched Eldegoss. And we're going to go GMAX Bombard, Skadoosh, knock out you. A little bit more damage over there. And that's a 5 prize turn. That's a 5 prize turn, chat. Yeah, feels good, man. So they shouldn't be able to really recover this turn because they have all 4 switch in the discard pile. They have 3 metal saucer in the discard pile. Now, something they could have done with the ADP is they could have attached their energy to different Pokemon, right, so that they didn't lose all of them. But yes, if they had spread their energy, I could have bossed the Bronzong. I could have, which would have taken 4 prizes, right? And then they still, they might have been able to attack with Zacian if they found their last one. But yes, if they had split their energy, I could have attacked the Bronzong, which then I would have knocked out the ADP, put 20 more, a little bit more damage on the Dedenne, and I think we still would have been in the driver's seat. Let's go, Blastoise VMAX. I would play Venusaur VMAX. I'm just so scared of all them fire decks, dude. A lot of fire decks out here. Yo, what's up, Babacuz? Alright, looks like we're playing against another Zacian Bronzong deck. Now, unfortunately, I've got Frosmoth and Blastoise VMAX in my hand. So I may have to research those. Definitely bench that, bench that. Attach here. I think we switch to the Phione and research, and I just hope that my other Frosmoth is in the deck. Okay, so we can quick ball away a Marnie. Check, make sure the other Frosmoth is in the deck. That's good. We can get Snom. Telescopic Sight. And just pass. And then we'll wait. Next turn, I can communicate for the Frosmoth. Start accelerating energy. Crushing Hammer, good card. And unfortunately, they do play Metal Goggles, so that does stop the effectiveness of my spread damage. And they could also do something tricky like a Full Metal Wall, potentially. I don't know if this is a Corviknight VMAX deck, or if this is... I'd imagine it's Corviknight VMAX, since we see Zacian and Bronzong. And we're going to get Marnie to 4 cards. It's fine. Have I played a supporter? I have. Hopefully we top deck one more Pokemon. Would love that so I don't have to waste these energy with a research or something like that. But we will get to spread full damage to the Jirachi and the Bronzong, so that's cool. It looks like they're just going to Intrepid. Move a little bit of damage off the Zacian. A little bit of energy off the Zacian. And we top deck a Quick Ball. So that's great. Yep, that's totally fine. So we're going to communicate away this. Get ourselves the Frosmoth. Unfortunately, I do have to Quick Ball away one of these water, but that's fine. Get a Crobat. And we start the dig. Ice Dance onto Blastoise. And Dark Assets. We've got Blastoise VMAX. A couple more water energy. I could boss if I wanted to. Feel kind of bad to whiff, but I think I actually just want to swing into the Zacian. Makes the most sense. No real need to boss, because I could always Phione too. So we're going to thin the other Snom out of the deck. And then Dedenne change. We're looking for a switch or another water energy. Cool. So we've got those. We can communicate this, get ourselves a second Blastoise VMAX. Yo, what's up, P. Gabber with the Prime sub in the 3 months? Yo, thanks, P. Gabber. Cool. 2 boys set up. Ice Dance over here. Ice Dance over here. And deck is looking mighty fine right now. Research. Plenty more energy where that came from. We've got a couple energy for over here as well. And we're chilling. I don't need to use the Phione. We're just going to swing with G-Max Bombard. And the only thing keeping them alive is that Metal Goggles there. So let's see what they've got. I'm dealing 30 damage to the Bronzong as well. That Bronzong will only last so many turns. Unless they maybe play a Cheryl or something like that. They also, I mean, something that would be scary is if they switch into a Lucario Melmetal and Full Metal Wall. They certainly could do that. Looks like they're going for a Stellar Wish. And then next turn, I can just kind of pare my entire hand down and go for a go for more energy or whatever we might need. I can push this Jirachi out of the way, you know, in which case they'd have to send up to Dedenne or Zacian. I mean, with the Telescopic Sight, I'm going to be knocking out the Zacian even with the metal goggles on, because it's going to deal 60 damage to benched Pokemon V. So that's pretty good. Let's see. I still don't see any Corviknights or anything like that, so it might just be kind of a Zacian Hammers Bronzong deck. I have to imagine that there's a Lucario Melmetal in here somewhere, though. We do find Energy Recycler, which is really good, though. If they were to Full Metal Wall me, I can put those energies back into the deck with Energy Recycler, and then use Phione, Whirlpool Suction, clear a bench spot, Crobat V for some more draw. Now, it looks like, yes, here is the Lucario Melmetal. So this is the moment that I've been waiting for, or anticipating, I should say. And this is the cool thing about playing Bronzong with this deck, is that they can just shift all of the energy up to the Lucario Melmetal. And then use Full Metal Wall GX to remove all the energy from my Blastoise. Now, this is one of the benefits of us playing 5 Switch cards in this deck. We have 4 copies of Switch and 1 Escape Rope. So I have a pretty decent shot of finding a Switch card to get this Blastoise VMAX out of the active position right now. So we're going to go for it. Energy Recycler. 5 energy back into the deck. Quick Ball. Get rid of the Keldeo. Fail it. Well, Ice Dance, and I do need to push with the Phione to clear up a bench spot. I'm going to be using Crobat for 6. Hopefully finding a Water Energy and a Switch. Pretty decent odds. Drawing 6, and I have some supporters left in my deck I could run into as well to help me find them. At the very least, I'll have to start attaching energy to the Blastoise VMAX in the active so that I can maybe Grand Falls again in 3 turns, but definitely hope that we can find a Switch so that I don't have to depend on that. And fortunately, we do find the Escape Rope here, so that 5th Switch card coming in clutch. And what's also great is that they sent up the Jirachi because of the Phione, but now I get to push back again with the Escape Rope. So they're going to have to send me somebody they don't want to send me. It's either going to have to be, Bronzong or Dedenne. I think the correct play is actually the Zacian, because I will end up spreading and knocking out the Zacian anyway. So I think that's the correct call. But we'll see what they promote. And we do have a little bit of a jammed hand here. Not too much going on. But I'm guaranteed to take some prizes this turn. So, there. They do promote the Zacian. I think that is the correct play. Can thin this. Thin the deck a little bit. And let's G-Max Bombard. I could also Grand Falls. I think Grand Falls might actually be the correct play here, so that my Blastoise VMAX on the bench doesn't get stuck. Also thins the deck, which I like. But that way they can't just boss up my other Blastoise. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to snipe the Zacian on the bench. You're right, because of the Full Metal Wall. I did forget about that. Previously, I was able to snipe the Zacian, but between the goggles and the Full Metal Wall, I would not have been able to. Yes, because it would have taken minus 60 damage. You're right. So, yes. That's correct. That is correct. I forgot about the Full Metal Wall effect. So, yeah, now my snipe is doing nothing, actually. It's going to make taking these final 4 prizes pretty tough. I'm just swinging for 220, but, potentially minus 60. So, not a whole lot. But I do have the Dedennes, and the Dedenne is not protected at all. So that's good. We have Eldegoss. Now with 4 prizes left to take, see what we have left in the deck. No boss's orders, just 1 energy. It's really not worth it to research here. We can save the Eldegoss. The Eldegoss, I think, is more useful. So I could deal 30 damage to the Zacian. Or if they don't scoop up net, they might not even play scoop up net for the Jirachi. And I do think that I plan on I think it's, oh, I do 0 to Jirachi. Nah, because it's got, not 0, it's 30. I do 30. Oh, I do 0. You're right, because of the goggles don't work on Jirachi. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Yeah, we'll do those. It's Dedenne and Zacian. Yeah. Yeah, I'm realizing. I just realized I can't actually damage these guys. I forgot that Jirachi is in fact still metal type. Okay. I know that I deal 60 to the Dedenne. I forgot about the metal wall effect. That's the second time I forgot about full metal wall effect with my snipe damage. Second time. Yeah. It's cool. We got there. Teamwork makes the dream work, okay? Teamwork makes the dream work. Now this thing, I do deal 30 damage to that thing. So we're chilling. They use heavy impact, take a knockout. I can gust Dedenne, knock it out, snipe that thing for 30. So long as it doesn't get a goggles, and we win. Right? Right. There we go. GG's, chat. We figured it out. Fantastic. Because this thing still takes 30 damage. Correct. Correct. Yes. All right. I could boss, whoever. I'm going to boss the Dedenne in double KO. Yeah. We're chilling. Here we go. Boss. And GG's there. Boba. GG's. And we take our 4 prize turn. Blastoise VMAX. Getting in there, chats. With the dubs. All right. You know what? I think that's about Blastoise VMAX. You know? It's about as good as we could have possibly hoped. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where we stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. If you've got extra cards lying around the house and you're trying to get some cash for them, or store credit, or a new booster box, make sure to check out FullGripGames.com. We are always buying bulk and singles at the shop, and selling your cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. I got a link to it in the description below. Y'all have a busted day. Peace.